You laid down. You closed your eyes. You told yourself, tonight will be different. But 2 hours later, you're still staring at the ceiling. Your mind is racing. Your body feels tense. And no matter how exhausted you are, sleep just won't come. Sound familiar? Or maybe you do fall asleep. But you wake up at 3 a.m. with your heart beating a little too fast, your thoughts already spinning, and that heavy, foggy feeling that tells you the night did absolutely nothing to restore you. Here's the question nobody is asking you. What if the problem isn't your sleep at all? What if the real issue is happening before you even get into bed? Because here's something most people, including most doctors, never tell you. Sleep quality isn't decided when your head hits the pillow. It's decided in the final 60 to 90 minutes before that moment. And the invisible force controlling that entire window is a hormone called cortisol. Now, you've probably heard cortisol called the stress hormone. But that label doesn't tell the whole story. Cortisol is actually your brain's alertness signal. During the day, it's your best friend. It keeps you sharp, focused, and ready to handle whatever life throws at you. But at night, it becomes your worst enemy. When cortisol stays elevated as you're trying to wind down, your brain doesn't get the message that it's safe to rest. Instead, it stays on guard. It keeps scanning for threats. It keeps you in a lighter, more fragmented state of sleep, the kind that leaves you waking up feeling like you never slept at all. And the worst part? Most people have no idea this is happening to them. They blame their mattress. They blame their age. They blame stress. But the real culprit is a nervous system that never received the right signal to stand down. So if you've been waking up exhausted, struggling to fall asleep, or feeling like your body just doesn't recover the way it used to, this video was made for you. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 3 simple night habits that send a powerful biological message to your brain. It's safe to rest now. And the third one? It might completely change how you sleep tonight. Let's start with the first habit. And this one is simpler than you think, but most people completely overlook it. Habit 1. Dim your world before you dim your eyes. Your brain doesn't know what time it is by looking at a clock. It knows by reading light. Light is the most powerful signal your internal clock, called the circadian rhythm, uses to decide whether it's time to be alert or time to recover. When your environment is still bright at 9, 10, 11 at night, overhead lights blazing, screens glowing at full brightness, your brain receives one very clear message: it's still daytime. And in response, your hypothalamus keeps cortisol elevated and holds back melatonin, the hormone that eases you into sleep. The result? You feel wired, restless, wide awake even when you're completely drained. Here's what to do instead. About 60 to 90 minutes before bed, start shifting your environment. Turn off harsh overhead lights. Switch to warmer, softer lamps. Lower the brightness on your phone or laptop. This gradual dimming tells your brain, on a biological level, that night has arrived, and cortisol naturally begins to fall in response. It sounds almost too simple, but this single shift, done consistently, can dramatically change the quality of your sleep. Habit 2. Empty your mind before you close your eyes. Here's something fascinating about your brain. It's essentially a prediction machine. Its job, 24 hours a day, is to anticipate problems and prepare solutions before they happen. And when you go to bed with unfinished tasks, unresolved worries, or mental to-do lists still swirling around in your head, your brain interprets those open loops as potential threats. It keeps them active. It stays alert, just in case something requires action in the night. This is one of the most underestimated drivers of nighttime cortisol. The fix is remarkably simple. Before bed, spend just 2 to 3 minutes writing things down. Your tasks, your worries, whatever is circling in your mind. Getting it out of your head and onto paper tells your brain, this has been acknowledged. It's stored somewhere safe. You can let it go now. Research on cognitive offloading confirms this. Even brief journaling before sleep reduces nighttime rumination and lowers physiological stress. Your brain relaxes when it trusts that nothing important will be lost. 2 habits, 2 signals, and your cortisol is already starting to respond. Now for the third habit, and I want you to pay close attention here, because this one works fast, and I mean within minutes. Habit 3. Use your breath to switch off your stress response. Cortisol doesn't rise and fall in a vacuum. It's directly connected to the state of your nervous system. When your body is running in sympathetic mode, what we commonly call fight or flight. Cortisol stays elevated to keep you ready for action. To lower cortisol, you need to shift your nervous system into parasympathetic mode, the state associated with safety, restoration, and deep recovery. And one of the fastest, most scientifically validated ways to make that shift is through controlled breathing. Here's a simple technique you can use tonight. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Then exhale gently for 6 seconds. Repeat for just 1 to 2 minutes. That slightly longer exhale is the key. Extended exhales stimulate the vagus nerve, a powerful pathway that directly signals calm to your brain and body. Within minutes, your heart rate slows, muscle tension releases, and cortisol begins to drop. Your brain receives the message it's been waiting for all night. The environment is safe. It's okay to rest. Now, these 3 habits are powerful on their own. But here's something I want you to understand. For millions of people, lifestyle habits alone aren't enough. Because chronic cortisol elevation doesn't just respond to behavior. It also has a nutritional dimension. Your body needs specific compounds to properly regulate the stress response, support the vagus nerve, and restore the hormonal balance that makes deep sleep possible. Compounds like ashwagandha, which has been shown in multiple clinical trials to significantly reduce cortisol levels. Magnesium glycinate, which calms the nervous system and prepares the brain for deep sleep. L-theanine, an amino acid that promotes relaxed alertness and eases the transition into rest. And passion flower extract, traditionally used, and now scientifically supported, to reduce anxiety and improve sleep quality. These aren't random ingredients. Each one targets a specific part of the cortisol-sleep connection that habits alone sometimes can't reach. And when these compounds are combined in the right form, at the right doses, the results people experience are remarkable. Falling asleep faster, staying asleep longer, waking up actually feeling rested, maybe for the first time in years. I want to be honest with you for a moment. If you've been struggling with poor sleep, constant fatigue, or that feeling of waking up more tired than when you went to bed, it's not a personal failure, it's not weakness, and it's not simply getting older, it's biology. Specifically, it's a nervous system that never fully received the signal to stand down. The 3 habits we covered today, dimming your environment, emptying your mind, and using controlled breathing, are genuinely powerful. Start with them tonight. Be consistent. Give your brain the signals it needs to begin lowering cortisol naturally. But if you've tried habits like these before and still find yourself waking up exhausted, if you've done everything right and still can't reach that deep restorative sleep your body desperately needs, then it may be time to also support your body from the inside. Because the truth is, after years of chronic stress, poor sleep, and modern life constantly pushing your cortisol higher, your body sometimes needs more than behavior alone can provide. It needs targeted nutritional support, the kind that works with your biology, not against it. That's why I want to invite you to check out the link in the description below, or look for it pinned in the first comment. There, you'll find a 100% natural supplement specifically formulated to support healthy cortisol levels, calm the nervous system, and promote deeper, more restorative sleep. Every ingredient is natural, organic, and carefully selected based on real science, not marketing claims. No harsh chemicals, no dependency. Just your body finally getting what it needs to do, what it was always designed to do. Rest deeply, recover fully, and wake up feeling like yourself again. Thousands of people have already made this part of their night routine, and the difference they're reporting isn't subtle. It's the kind of sleep they forgot was even possible. So click the link, read about it, see if it feels right for you. And if this video gave you something valuable today, if it helped you understand why sleep has been so hard, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you don't miss what's coming next. Because we are just getting started when it comes to helping you sleep better, feel better, and live better, naturally. And speaking of that, the next video is already waiting for you right there on your screen. Click it. I think you're really going to want to see this one.